knew I was gonna win and I showed it.
So I want to be the best.
Quick left from Sako, and he is down. And new Andy Devlin.
I'm a powerhouse.
Bone crusher. Zimmerman. Spinning Baptist and a beauty. Are you kidding me? He walks right into it. What a shot from Batch.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the official weigh-in for Glory Collision 8 coming up tomorrow night. And what a night it's going to be in Arnhem at the Gelredome. We are so excited to be back in the Netherlands, and of course, anytime we come to Amsterdam, we are in our home away from home here in the beautiful Steigenberger, just outside of Schiphol Airport, and we're ready to get all of these fighters weighed in. We just had 3 press conferences, but we are ready. The talking is done, the fighting is to come, and we will make the last step, the official weigh-in here in just a moment. I do want to say thank you to some great sponsors that have been with us for a while, and one new one to introduce our fans to around the world. Thanks to Fairtex, RD Dubai, ESN, and Mugen House. And welcome to a brand new partner, the exclusive cryptocurrency exchange partner for Glory Collision 8. And as we head into 2026, they'll be with us throughout the season. That is Kraken. They are here to elevate our fan experience. The main card, by the way, will be seen around the world on DAZN, but if you're here in the Netherlands, go to glorykickboxing.com. The first 5 fights of the night tomorrow night, the Super Fight Series, will be seen completely free on new platforms. And to find out more about it, glorykickboxing.com is the place to go. Let me introduce some important people that are always with me up here on stage. From our talent operations department, Mr. Robbie Timmers is here as always, and Jip Tessier is also here to oversee our official weigh-ins. And please welcome our Glory girls, Stephanie, Bella, and Anna Maria. So much to talk about on this card tomorrow night. And the night's going to start with the Featherweights, who are making their way into the quarterfinals of the Glory Rise tournament that has been going on and will continue in Japan. We are lucky tomorrow night to be able to introduce you to some of the greatest featherweights in the world. So we'll have those, and then we have the 4-man welterweight, the 4-man light heavyweight tournaments. That means they fight twice in one night. And your co-main and main event, basically our title eliminators. We've got 2 spots left for the February 7th date with the last heavyweight standing. And our 2 winners tomorrow night in both the co-main and the main event will fill those 2 slots. So much is on the line as we head into the new year and wrap up 2025. Let's get right to it, though. We have the Glory Rise path to the quarterfinals. Ashraf Asila is here along with Abraham Vidalis. Let's get Asila onto the scales first. He is here out of Italy and brings with him a professional record of 54 wins and 13 losses. 13 of those wins coming by way of knockout. His nickname, Big Heart, pretty much explains it all. He's on a 4-fight winning streak this year. 64.9 for Asila. Now, Abraham Vidalis, who made his debut all the way back at Glory 61 in New York by first-round knockout. 17-4 as a professional. El Dentista brings with him an 82% knockout ratio. He competed in last year's Featherweight Grand Prix in Japan, 64.8 for Vidalis. This is the way the night gets started tomorrow night in Arnhem. El Dentista, by the way, more than a nickname, he is a dentist. And so we'll have him backstage ready to replace any teeth that may become loose tomorrow night. Next in the Glory Rise Featherweight matchup, this is one that was scheduled to take place at Glory 104, and we were all disappointed that it didn't, but we're lucky to have it tomorrow night. It's Bobo Sako and Miguel Trindad. Sako onto the scales first out of Les Mis-sur-Seine, France. 79 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, but undefeated in 3 prior Glory appearances. The Panther, one of the most accomplished Muay Thai fighters in Europe. 64.6 kilos for Sako, a 2-time world Muay Thai champion and a 4-time French and European champion. Now the number 1 contender in the division is Miguel Trindad out of Portugal. El Unico fought for the featherweight belt versus Petch back at Glory 100. Trindad here out of Portugal, 63-8 on a career with 26 career knockouts. This will be his 8th Glory appearance, 64.8 the official weight for Miguel Trindad. He had 2 big first-round knockouts at the Featherweight Grand Prix in Japan over Chad Collins and Kento Haraguchi last year. I mentioned the co-main and the main events are in the heavyweight division. We do have one heavyweight super fight. Nidal Bashiri is here to take on Big Sexy Nico Pereira Horta. Bashiri, here out of Morocco. The Soldier, 19 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. This is only his 2nd Glory appearance. His career highlights include a big win over Errol Zimmerman, who is back in the Glory ring for the first time in a decade, coming up in our co-main event tomorrow night. Nidal Bashiri, I was told he was here. There he is. He participated in the early rounds of the last heavyweight standing, stepped in against Luigi Gashi back at Glory 99. Bashiri, 124.4 kilos, a Dutch and Belgium heavyweight champion. Now his opponent, Nico Pereira Horta, who has already punched his ticket to the big last heavyweight standing tournament coming up February 7th back in Arnhem. He's here from Cape Verde, 26-10. Big Sexy finds himself on a 3-fight winning streak. He weighs in at 136.3 kilos today. Defeated Colin George and Milos Svetichanin, both by unanimous decision at Glory 100 to secure his spot in the finals taking place in Arnhem on February 7th. 3 3-minute rounds scheduled. Anytime we have a tournament, we of course also have a reserve bout so that we have a fighter standing by just in case one of our regular participants is unable to continue. So a reserve fight for the light heavyweight 4-man tournament coming up. Ismael Lazar is back against Luis Tavares. Both of these guys have been away from the Glory ring for a while. Lazar, a shadow of himself, I'll tell you. We hardly recognized him when he came in. 30 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. Started training at the age of 16. Once tipped the scales over 300 pounds, and he weighs in today at 95 kilos. Luis Tavares, out of the Netherlands, 63-10 with 21 career knockouts. This will be his 10th Glory start. He last fought at Glory 89 in Burgas, Bulgaria, when he stepped in against Bogdan Stojka, a 2-division European champion. Tavares, out of the Netherlands, 94.9, officially on the scales today, with career wins over Donagi Abena, Michael Doot, Philippe Micheletti, among others. His debut came all the way back at Glory 9 in New York, by the way, so he's been around the Glory ring for a long time, but we haven't seen him in a while, and we're excited to have him back in tomorrow night. That's the reserve bout. The winner will stand by just in case they're needed to fill a slot in the tournament itself. So let's get to the tournament. Light heavyweight 4-man, semifinal number 1. Pits Jen Caceres against Milos Svetichanin. Caceres onto the scales first. This is a rematch from Glory 100 when both of them moved up to heavyweight to compete in the tournament. Caceres 19-2 on a career, 4-1 in glory. He has 14 career knockouts and weighs in today at 94.2 kilos. He was the 2024 Newcomer of the Year. Now, Milos Veticanin, here out of Novi Sad, Serbia. He's the busiest of the fighters in 2025. 7th fight this year. 3rd four-man tournament that he's competed in. 16-4 with 9 career knockouts. He's a winner of 13 of his last 15, 8 of those coming by knockout. A 3-time Serbian national champion, 95 kilos even for Veticanin. The winner moves on and will fight again. The winner of this one will take on Yuri Fernandez and Michael Boapé as winner. Yuri Fernandez did make weight. There was some question about that earlier, and I just got notified that he will make weight today. As he steps onto the scales, we'll verify it. 10-1 on a young career. This is only his 2nd glory appearance. Fighting out of Portugal, 95 kilos even for Fernandez. So he's into the tournament. He won his debut, by the way, by 2nd-round technical knockout at Glory 100 and was a bronze medalist at the European Championships 1 year ago. Now his opponent, the time-bound Michael Boapé, the #1 contender in the division. 21 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, and 9 career knockouts. A 2-time middleweight title contender. Three 3-minute rounds, and the winner moves on to fight a 2nd time in Arnhem tomorrow night. 93.6 officially for Boapé. Let's get all 4 of our tournament contestants out here if we can. Gentlemen, step forward. Milos. Four light heavyweights will fight twice in one night coming up tomorrow night. And that's just one of the tournaments that will be on the card. The welterweights also will be involved in a 4-man tournament. So let's get our reserve bout out first. Figueiredo, Figgy Landman here to take on Ismail Uzni. And again, the winner standing by in case they are needed to fill a slot in the tournament itself. Figgy making his 5th Glory appearance. Last fought on the Glory 92 card in Rotterdam in the spring of 24. But 12 wins, just 2 losses. 8 of those 12 wins have come by way of knockout. 96.5 for Figgy Landman. Now, Ismail Uzni. Young career, 4 wins, 3 losses. Also making his 5th Glory start. Goes by the nickname The Wave. Had a huge win at Collision 6 in Arnhem 2 years ago over Roman Širić. Last fought at Glory 94. Was also with us in Paris at Glory 91. 76.3 officially for Uzni in the welterweight reserve bout for the tournament at Glory Collision 8 tomorrow night in Arnhem. All right, semifinal one in the welterweight four-man, Don Snow and Andy Semelier. Don Snow will step onto the scales first out of Suriname. Young professional career of 9 fights, consisting of 7 wins and 2 losses. 3 of those wins by knockout. He's 5-1 inside the glory ring and has made a living taking on much more experienced opponents. He will do so again tomorrow night. 77 kilos even for Don Snow. It's notable that his opponents in the last couple of fights, 3 opponents, have a combined 161 wins, 21 losses, and 5 draws. And he's 3-0 in that time. Now his opponent, Andy Semelier out of Curacao. The number 3 contender in the welterweight division. 38 wins, 3 losses, 18 of those wins by knockout. Bad news, Andy, of course, the former welterweight champion with 3 successful defenses of the belt, and he weighs in officially at 76 kilos even. 76 even for Andy Semelier. That is semifinal number 1. The other side of the bracket, Theodore Hristov and Chico Quasi. These two fought for the belt in a hotly contested battle back at Glory 98 in February. Hristov, here from Varna, Bulgaria, discovered while we were in Burgas. A great fighter, 4-1. Great prospect for the future, too. 18 wins, 4 losses, 7 of those coming by way of knockout. Officially, 76.3 kilos. He is ranked as the number 2 contender in the division and a winner of 15 of his last 16 bouts. Now the reigning champion of the division, who was willing to step into this tournament. No belt on the line tomorrow night, but Chico Quasi, undefeated inside the glory ring. 6-0. As a professional, 45 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws for Luffy, who is on a 14-fight unbeaten streak. 76.4 kilos for Chico Quasi. He's coming off a successful defense of the belt over Mehdi Ait El Hajj back at Glory 103. Again, let's get all 4 of our welterweights to the front of the stage here. Winners will fight twice in one night, tomorrow night in Arnhem at the Gelredome. We have one more featherweight matchup that I know our fans are going to enjoy around the world. It's Dennis Wojcik here to take on Petpanrum Kiatmukau, affectionately known as Petch. Wojcik, out of Oberhausen, Germany. The number 4 contender in the division, 41 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw. The troublemaker, winner of 10 of his last 11, 64.8 kilos for Dennis today. To say that this next man is dominant in the division doesn't really tell the story. He is known as maybe the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Here comes Petch out of Thailand. Training now at his gym in Vancouver. 20-2 inside the glory ring. 174 career victories. 40 losses. 3 draws at the age of 30. And he weighs in today at 64.8 kilos. He has held the belt, by the way, since taking it from Robin van Roosmalen 7 years ago with 9 successful defenses. No belt on the line tomorrow night. They'll be fighting to make the quarterfinals in the Glory Rise tournament that's coming up and continuing in Japan. Then we'll have, of course, our light heavyweight tournament final, the welterweight tournament final. Before we get to your co-main and main events of the night, here come the big boys for a chance to qualify for the last heavyweight standing Coming back to Arnhem on February 7th, it's Alex Simon and Errol Zimmerman. The interesting part of these four fighters to finish the card, we haven't seen any of them in a while. Alex we haven't seen before. He'll be making his Glory debut out of Sydney, Australia. He already holds wins in boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. One kickboxing fight, but he is an Aussie powerlifting champion known as Australia's strongest man. He weighs in today at 139.2 kilos. Just to give you an idea of the power, he once weighed upwards of 180 kilos, 400 pounds, but he squatted. His record squat was 435 kilograms, nearly 1,000 pounds. He's going to be taking on Errol Zimmerman. Errol back inside the Glory ring for the first time in a decade. Out of Curacao, one of the great legends of this sport, with 111 wins for the Bone Crusher, 20 losses, 1 draw. He weighs in officially at 128.7 kilos. Last fought in the Glory ring at Glory 26, but his time in Glory goes all the way back to the very first event, Glory 1 in Stockholm, Sweden, when he took on Semi Schilt. Fighting for a win tomorrow night, fighting for an opportunity to be in the last heavyweight standing bracket coming up February 7th. And then your main event of the night. Nordine Mahadine is back for the first time in a long time. Antonio Plazibat is also back, both fighting their way back from injury. This is a trilogy fight between these two. Mahadine out of Algeria, a European heavyweight champion. The Bear weighs in at 105.4 kilos, 29-15 on a career. Antonio Plazibat, here from Split, Croatia. First Glory appearance since Collision 5 2.5 years ago. He has been anxious, begging to get back into the Glory ring. 22-5, officially on his pro career. 7-2 inside the Glory ring. He went from the Glory Newcomer of the Year in 2019 to the Glory Fighter of the Year just a few years later. For Plazi, 118.7 kilos. And the winner punches their ticket to the bracket coming up February 7th back at the Gelredome in Arnhem for the last heavyweight standing. What a way that is to kick off the new year, 2026. So many great fights, so many tournaments, and so little time. If you're anywhere in driving distance, check on tickets. We'd love to have you join us live coming up tomorrow night at the Gelredome in Arnhem. For the rest of you, GloryKickboxing.com is the place to get your information. Are you ready for Glory?
He's out! He's out! He's gone! In the corner now. The ropes been. Oh! Down goes Mr. Gentleman, Antonio Plazibat, with the biggest win of his Glory career. Oh! Head kick knockout! Look at Chico go!
I knew I was gonna win and I showed it.
Oh!
So I want to be the best.
Quick left from Snowball, and he is down. And new Andy Devlin.
I'm a powerhouse.
Bone Crusher.